Hey there guys, welcome to another video. Great to see you all. Hope you've had a really great day wherever you are. It's been an absolutely lovely sunny day here in the UK. It's been the hottest day of the year so far. It's just been glorious sunshine today. Really perked me up and lifted my spirits, and it was really nice yesterday as well, so I've had just a lovely weekend. And I've had an absolutely amazing day today, which I'm going to tell you all about in just a minute. It's been about a week since my last video, and I was kind of a bit down when I filmed that video, and I have to say I didn't have a very good week after I filmed it last week. Just without being on a downer, I just was getting a bit overwhelmed, I think, and just didn't have a minute really to myself. I was pretty much on my own most of the time with my two little girls, and I think it just, everything was just getting on top of me a little bit. I think just having no time at all, you know, not a minute to spare, and I didn't get time to really think about perfume or like do my running, which I'm really trying to get into at the moment to try and get a bit fitter after having baby, and I just didn't have any time to exercise. My husband's got this cupboard in the kitchen because he's a chocoholic, and it's just full of Easter eggs and chocolate, and I just found myself I just thought, oh, I've not been for a run. I'm so tired and just fed up. I'm just going to go in there, and so I've pigged out a bit on chocolate occasionally as well, and that just made me feel even worse. So I was just really on a bit of a down, a bit hormonal as well. I think my hormones are still getting settled in things, and so anyway, so my husband today said to me, look Sam, have an afternoon out, take some time, you know, I'll look after babies, and Gran came round as well, and just take yourself off, go and get a coffee or something, just go and have some time. So I've just had the most unbelievable, exciting afternoon, 3 hours of unadulterated bliss. I went perfume shopping. Now, when I say shopping, I didn't spend a penny, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I just went looking at perfumes. Now, it must be a good 3 years since I last did that. The last time I can remember was when I got married and went looking for my wedding perfume. And since then, and certainly since I had my first daughter 2 years ago, I know I've definitely not looked at perfume at all, and it's all passed me by. All the new releases, everything going on, completely over my head. It's just passed me by. So today has really been the first time that I've just had that time. Oh, and because it was such a beautiful hot day, you know, it was just so quiet in the stores. You know, there was hardly anyone in there except for me, and I was just in heaven. Just had, you know, a lot of time to talk to the assistants because they weren't very busy, and just learn about all of the new releases, all the stuff that's going on that I've just missed. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. Is some new spring summer releases, and ones that I was really blown away by and absolutely loved. I was like a kid in a candy store. I mean, I didn't know where to turn, what to do, where to go first, how to handle all of the excitement that I was feeling. The only thing that could have made it better was if I had someone with me. Now, my mum couldn't come because my mum's not very well at the moment, and I went on my own, so it would have been nice, even better, just to have had someone there just to talk to about the perfumes, and just you know, share them with. But I did do a lot of talking to myself, which I'm getting used to doing now. I'm on YouTube, and I did get a few funny looks. I think people thought I was a bit mad, but if I sprayed something that was particularly amazing, you know, I had to kind of say something to myself about it, and probably looked a bit mad. But anyway, so I'm going to tell you all about the spring summer new releases. They've come highly recommended by well, obviously by the salespeople in the shop. I've done that job myself. But it wasn't just because of that, it's because I've loved them today and they've really impressed me, some of them. So I've chosen, I think, about 8 that I'm going to talk about. Not very long, I promise this isn't going to be a very long video today. You've really stuck by me, thank you, for my previous 3 videos, which got longer and longer and longer. And I do really so appreciate anyone who liked them or who has commented and taken the time out to comment. Thank you so much. You know, it's great to know that you watched the video, because they were very long. So I'm going to try and just stick to the point today and just get through them, and hopefully get you some good ideas for your own spring summer type fragrance. Really quickly, I spoke about Paul Smith Floral in my first video about my perfume collection. I'd never opened it, it was a gift. Wore it today, just in my trip to town. Thought it's perfect, you know, sunny day, just going into town, and it was perfect. Problem is the lid keeps coming off. It's quite a funky little bottle. Love the colours, pink, yellow. It's got like an orangey top which keeps falling off. Little design fault there that's a bit annoying. Reminds me of Amore Amore by Casual. It smells very similar to that. I love that fragrance. I don't think there's a better teenage perfume out there. I know I'm not a teenager, but I love those kinds of smells, and it smells very much like that to me. Very floral, as you'd imagine. It's called Floral, and it's just a really funky little light perfume. $11.99 at the moment. I saw it today a lot. Wherever I looked, it was only $11.99 for, I think that is a 30 ml. So it's just really cool little perfume today that I wore, and was quite light for all of the other testing that I was doing. So I just thought I'd mention that one, because I've opened it now, and I'm determined I am going to wear that again, because that's a really great one. Okay, so I've managed to get today a lot of samples. So when I'm talking about the perfumes, I haven't bought any perfumes today. So apologies, I can't show you the bottles of these perfumes and things. But what I can show you, I've managed to get a bit of advertising material for a few, and I can show you the testers that I've been given to give you an idea of what the bottle looks like. So yeah, I mean, I've worked selling perfume myself. I mentioned that a few times, and so I'm quite savvy when it comes to perfume samples. When I actually sold perfume myself, and I sold a perfume, I used to actually slip like 3 or 4 samples into the customer's bag, just because I thought, why not? There was like a huge drawer just full of samples, and pretty soon people clocked on, who I work with or management or whatever, had a little word and said, look, stop putting the samples in with the customer's purchase. So okay, fair enough. But I know that those samples are there, and if you don't ask, you don't get, basically. So if you want to sample perfumes, quite rightly so, before you make that investment in buying one, you know, do ask for samples, because if you don't ask for them, they're not going to offer them to you, and they are there waiting to be had. So, you know, do ask for them. And the thing today really for me was, I am looking for a spring summer fragrance to put on my birthday list. My birthday's in June, and so I'm looking for something to put on my list. But if a bottle's going to be like 40, 50, 60, 70 pounds, some of them, you know, I want to make sure that it's something that I'm really going to like. So that's why today's shopping trip was perfect, because I've got testers for most of the ones that I liked that I'm going to talk about. I can wear them, I can see how they are on my skin, I can see how they develop, I can see how long lasting they are, and then I can make a really informed choice when I come to get that one perfume for my birthday, because that tends to be when I get my perfumes, is for birthdays and Christmases. People, my family and friends, buy me perfume, because that's how I stock up on my collection, because I can't afford to buy them at the moment myself. So So yeah, so it's an investment, and the sales assistants, they understand that. They understood today that I wasn't going to buy, I just wanted to sample, and they've been extremely generous, and I've just had the time of my life. It's just been amazing. So without further ado, let me just kick off with telling you some of the ones that I've found. It's been today like meeting new friends. I feel like when I was looking at my perfume collection, I was meeting up with old friends, but today I've met some new friends and I've absolutely adored it. It's been amazing. And I'm in the state now, which is my favourite state ever, which is where I just reek of perfume and all of the ones that I've tested, because I had to test some on my skin. I've had the cards, you know, I've had the samples, but I had to test some on my skin. I just had to. And it's that happy, happy feeling of, oh, I smell nice. And then you come to one and you think, oh, that's gorgeous. Which one was that one? Oh, I wish I remember which one that one was. I'm in that state. They're all over, and you just come across one that's just beautiful, really stands out, and you think, which one was that one? I can't remember. Oh, I just love this feeling. I love when you've been out and you've sampled loads of perfumes and you just smell of gorgeous perfumes. Sorry, I'm talking too much again. Let me get on. Right, one today has blown me away. It's absolutely stunning. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't get over it. As soon as I sprayed it, I knew it got me. It's like, you know, when you I don't know, you're looking for a book or something for your holiday, and they say, don't they, that the book chooses you. The book comes off the shelf somehow and chooses you. You don't choose the book chooses you. And I think it's the same thing with perfume as well. I think that perfumes choose you, and this is definitely one today that's chosen me and is currently my #1 choice for the new releases for spring summer this year 2017, and it's this one. Sorry if you can't see that very well. It's Fleur Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. Oh, they sprayed this on the card, look, the Narciso Rodriguez card for me. I had to have it on my skin. It's a kind of warm, musky, rose type smell, but that is so clean and fresh. I mean, it's described as a heart of musk surrounded by roses, spices and amber wood, and as a sparkling fragrance. It's just grabbed me. It is so special and gorgeous. God, it's gorgeous. It's just so nice. Oh, and I do know I sprayed it there, because then in another shop I had to spray it again and just see, you know, get more of it, keep it developing, and so I can still smell it, and it's just beautiful. So, and hopefully you can see the bottle. It's very pink, and it's got that rosy musk type smell, but that smells very fresh as well. And I'd say out of all the ones I've smelt today, this has got a little bit of depth to it. They're all quite fruity. They're all quite fruity floral. But this one has just got that something special. It's got something extra. And I think it's going to take a lot to beat that one for me for my birthday present list. That's top of the list at the moment. So that would be my #1 choice for spring summer new release, and it's Fleur Musc by Narciso Rodriguez for her. So there was that one that was absolutely beautiful. The new Guerlain one, as always, just so impressed by the customer service on the Guerlain counter. They gave me lots of stuff. I didn't even have to ask for the sample. They just gave me two. They just gave me 2 samples, because they're just so professional and kind to their customers. This one, the new Guerlain one, the Angelina Jolie advert. There's the bottle. Sorry, I haven't got the bottles for these. So again, this one is very indulgent, and it's so, oh, it's vanilla-y. I get vanilla very much with this, and I think the vanilla, actually, it says it's a Tahitensis vanilla. I'm not sure what kind of vanilla that is, but it's obviously very special because it just smells absolutely beautiful. It's got sambac jasmine gathered at sunrise and Carla lavender, which is an exceptional variety grown in Provence. And then sandalwood. So the sandalwood and vanilla I really get with this, and just get a nice warmth. Just special. It is very special. I'd say I'd wear this more now. It's springtime. I think they've released it at the right time. I'm not sure it's so much for me for summer, just because I prefer something really fruity and very fresh for summer. But it's certainly marketed for spring summer, and you've just got to try this one, really, haven't you? Because it's got the beautiful marketing. It's described as being audacious, radiant and sensual, and it's certainly sensual. I really do get the sensuality of it, and I'm going to be very happy to try those testers out there. So thank you kindly, Guerlain, for letting me try it, and I shall see how that develops on my skin, and have a try with that one. But love Guerlain. Can't go wrong. Great new release. We're very spoilt to have that one. Now, what else did I get a sample of? Oh, I've got so many. Jimmy Choo Low. So Jimmy Choo Low. Have I got a picture of the bottle? Yeah, there you go. So that's the new Jimmy Choo one. Highly recommend this one for summer. As soon as I sprayed it, just a really lovely fruity floral. The fruits in it, you've got bergamot on the top, peonies and cedar wood. So it's sort of fruity and musky. I've sprayed this one on a Victor and Rolf card because they didn't have any Jimmy Choo cards. I hate it when that happens. I get confused, but I took my pen along and wrote on them what they are, because that happens a lot where they don't have the card for the perfume, and it gets so confusing when you're just having to pick up any old card and spray it. So I always take a pen along, but luckily I got a sample of it anyway, so that was fine. But on the card, it's just very fresh. Everything I'm talking about today is just, it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? For spring, summer, they're fresh, they're fruity, they're floral. They're just perfect for summer. So I was really happy with that one. I wouldn't say it's anything out of the ordinary. It's just a nice, fresh, lovely smell with the peonies in there. It's just got a nice floral smell, very flowery. So that's a nice one. I would really recommend that one if you're looking for a nice fresh summer scent this year. Jimmy Choo Low. Now, Live Irresistible by Givenchy. Now, I almost don't even need to smell this one, because the marketing and the packaging just does its job. I mean, look at that. A pink Eiffel Tower. A pink Eiffel Tower. My God, it's just me. It's so me. The pink, the girly bottle, the marketing. I mean, she's in Paris. Oh, just look at her sat there. I assume that's the River Seine. Just look at her. You're just imagining, aren't you, that you're there, that you're her, you have her life, and everything's just perfect. And the perfume's quite nice as well, actually. It is very nice. Very Irresistible by Givenchy. Have very special memories of that one. I was thinking, actually, when I did my perfume collection videos, I think I am going to have to do another video that's the ones that got away, because even though they're not physically in my collection now, I thought of so many others I've had through the years that I'm just in love with. There's literally a whole new video, sorry, about another hour I would think or more, of ones that I've worn and loved but that I don't have anymore for whatever reason I've not kept. And Very Irresistible is one of those. I have a lot of beautiful memories of that one. So anything Irresistible by Givenchy I love. I am rambling, sorry. The one that I tested today is the Eau de Parfum Delicieuse. Delicious, I assume that means. And it's the delicious one. Your motto, life is a playground. Your mood is happy and irresistible. And the notes in that one are caramel coated rose. They've got that actually in the marketing. It's a rose with caramel on it, very different. Tonka bean and Madeleine. And the overall feeling is just very light, fruity, lovely. It's just lovely. And you've got 3 of the different Live Irresistibles. There's 3 different ones. Do check them out. I'm in love with the Givenchy range of Irresistible, so that one certainly is one that I'm very interested in this year. So excited, new release. And there's the bottle, so you can have a look at that one. So that one's very new. Excellent. What else did I sample today? Oh yes, this is another lovely light one for summer, spring summer. Valentino Donna. Another Donna one. The Trussardi one that I spoke about in my collection's called Donna as well. This bottle actually, and also reminded me of the Jimmy Choo Flash that I've got. It's a very similar style of bottle, very feminine, girly, gorgeous for a display. Now this one is an Italian Chypre. I don't get the Chypre so much actually. I think that's because of the patchouli in it that makes it the Chypre. But I actually feel it's a bit more powdery really, and rosy. It's quite powdery, rosy. Yes, the patchouli base and the bergamot top, which I think is why it's classed as a Chypre. But I just feel it's just another very nice summer fresh fragrance. So that's another one that I would recommend you maybe have a little try. That's Valentino Donna. That's a great new release. Now, I don't have a sample. I tried hard to get one. They didn't have one anywhere, and I went to lots of shops today in the town where I live. In fact, every perfume department I've been to, and they didn't have the Elie Saab Resort Collection. My goodness. Oh, it's so nice. As soon as I sprayed it, I just fell in love with it. It is so over the top, fruity. The fruit, it knocks you over, and I just adore that. I love it. The fruits in it, I've had to research because I couldn't get any information on it. It's red mandarin and frangipani, pomegranate juice and orange blossom, in the heart, with sambac jasmine, and then Indonesian patchouli for the base. But what you really get is this, the mandarin and pomegranate juice and just fruit. And I just imagine with this one, I was straight there. I was on the beach. I had my Sade on my iPod, just completely relaxed, book in my bag, sunglasses on, the smell of suntan lotion in the air. It just took me to holiday straight away. I was on, as soon as I smelt it, it was just holiday. It's so indicative of a holiday. It's after the Rodriguez one, the Fleur Musc. This was definitely a close runner for me of my favourite I've smelt today. It's just so beautiful. It's very over the top though. I mean, you've got to like fruitiness and that kind of thing. So do check it out. I'm conscious the video is getting a bit long again, so I'm just going to breeze over now. Another Elie Saab one. I love Elie Saab. I checked out was the Rose Couture. Beautiful. Still got the orange blossom element from the original Elie Saab, which I love. And then it's got just the rose element to it. And the rose petals, that's it. It's quite subtle rose petals, very understated. Beautiful, that one. So that's a gorgeous one. And then I also got 2 samples of the L'Eau Couture, which is more of a kind of fresh, crisp, greener type of smell, still based on the original, still with the orange blossom and vanilla in there as well. So they were beautiful, and all 3 of those again for summer. They're just perfect for spring and summer. They're not necessarily new releases though, I don't think, but I had a spray of those, got some samples. Couldn't get the sample of the Resort collection, but do check it out if you love anything that's just fruity and just having the most amazing time on your holidays is just what it conjures up for me. It's just amazing. Do check that one out. Another one that I really liked today was the Nina Ricci, and they've got 2 in the tester pack. They've got the Luna and they've got the Nina. Now I love Nina Ricci, obviously L'air de Tom, and then Premier Jour. I wore that for a long time. That's another one that got away that isn't in my collection anymore, but I love Premier Jour by Nina Ricci. I love Nina Ricci, so check them out again today, and was really pleased to come across these 2. So you've got the Nina, which is kind of like a bright, fresh, I think it's a remake of the original Nina actually, kind of like more of a sparkly type day fragrance, and then Luna representing the night, which is very much more kind of warm and sultry and seductive. I did write the notes down actually. I don't know where I've put them now. Sorry, I can't find the notes. I did research the notes in them, but it's a great little sample because it's got both of them in it, so you can compare the 2. So you've got the Luna and you've got the Nina, so you've got both of them in there, and I think they're just basically supposed to be opposites of each other. You've got quite a light one and then a slightly more sultry, sensual one, and I just like the idea of that, kind of 2 opposites. The bottles are like apples. They're both next to each other, so they're very much meant to be marketed together. And I thought that especially the Nina one was very nice, maybe for your spring summer day, and then you could have the Luna for your spring summer night. So quite a nice concept. They were very generous with that one. I got 3 of those. So they gave me oh, no battery, sorry. Yeah, so I got 3 of those, so that's 6 bottles there. So thank you, Nina Ricci, very generous today with your samples, thank you. Right, so have I talked about them all? I think I have. Let me just go back over them and dismiss them and make sure. Fleur Musc, 100% definite. Please do try it. It's a great new release. Love that one. I've spoke about the Elie Saab Rose Couture, not Rose Couture, yes, Rose Couture, sorry, and L'Eau Couture, and of course the Resort collection one, very fruity. The Mon Guerlain one as well, I'd really recommend that one for spring summer. The Valentino Donna, the Nina Ricci and Luna. Sorry, I'm whizzing through, but I'm conscious of time and I don't want to keep everybody. The Jimmy Choo Low, lovely, nice one, great one actually. Live Irresistible by Givenchy. I have missed one out actually. I've missed a couple out, sorry. I'm pleased I've done that because it's highlighted that I've missed a few out. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, never heard of this. I have had a Prada Milano one in the past, another one that's got away that I've not talked about, but I do like Prada. And this one, thank goodness the sales assistant took me over and said, have you thought about this one? My word. It's so different. There's the bottle for it. It's so sensual and feminine and just gorgeous, gorgeous. It's got frangipani again. This seems quite a popular ingredient this spring and summer. Ylang ylang, spicy accords, beeswax, vanilla, tuberose and vetiver. And they describe it as sensual, like the dewy memory of a faraway flower. And it's very understated. Even though some of those ingredients you might think a little bit maybe too much for spring and summer, actually, it just smells so beautiful. This is one I sprayed on my skin and I fell in love with it. I will definitely want to get this at some point. It's a really gorgeous one. So La Femme Prada is another recommendation. Check that one out. I did also today manage to get a sample of the new Low Chanel No. 5, which I'd love to talk about more actually. I love the marketing. It says you know me and you don't, which I love because that's exactly how it feels when you spray it. It's like, this is familiar, but actually it's not quite Chanel No. 5. And it's just as I thought, really. It's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit fresher, but it's still Chanel No. 5. So it does exactly what it says on the tin, really. It's kind of like just a more kind of youthful version, which I'm really not disappointed with at all. And I think it's just the most perfect perfume. Now we're in spring, it's just gorgeous. And I was not disappointed at all with that. There's the marketing for that, so I was so happy to get a sample of that because that was one that I really did want to try, so I'm really happy with that. And so yeah, so that really was my top picks for the new releases that are out for spring and summer this year. So I hope you found that useful if you are looking for something. I did also visit Dior because, as I mentioned, I love Dior and just have to spoil myself. And again, they were very generous. I got 2 Miss Dior testers. J'adore. I got a J'adore tester, which I was very pleased with. I feel a little bit guilty because I also picked up a Flower by Kenzo. And I was right, it is called, well, I didn't get the name right in my last video, but I was right that this is the newest version of Flower, and it's called Eau de Lumiere. And I said, didn't I, secondhand knockoffs, no. And I haven't sprayed it yet, actually, but I had the opportunity to get a sample of it. So I will check it out and see what I think. But as I say, the original Flower for me, never beat that one. But if you're going to get a sample of something, I'm going to take it, and I will certainly see what I think of that one. Oh yeah, Poison Girl by Dior, sprayed that today. It's a little bit too sweet for me, actually, and I just feel, I don't know, it's just the word girl, I think. I just see it as being for someone really young, even though it's Poison Girl, which is a bit of a juxtaposition there. But yeah, you need to smell that one yourself, I think, really. But it's the new release, isn't it, by Dior. I don't quite know what to say, really. It's not for me, it's too sweet for me. But yeah, so there's that one. I also got a tester of Cartier La Panthère, which I've been dying to test. I asked for that one and managed to get a sample of that one. Really been dying to try that one. I'm going off point because it's not really for spring summer and it's not new, but I'm excited to try that one as well. And then I also, to be honest, I've sampled hundreds today. White Tea by Elizabeth Arden, I've fallen in love with. There was actually nobody on the Elizabeth Arden counter just because it's a Sunday afternoon, and I think they were packing up actually by the time I managed to get there. It was nearly closing time, and I think there was just no one on the counter. I was really disappointed because I really wanted to have a chat and learn more about the fragrances. But I did have a little tester of White Tea, and as I knew I would, because I love anything Elizabeth Arden, I just loved it. And actually, can I just say that's another high recommendation for spring and summer this year. It is just gorgeous. I don't know if it's necessarily a new release. I don't think it is. It's probably been out a while. As I say, things have passed me by, and I've lost track of when things have come out and things. So but I'll just mention it because it was just gorgeous. And yeah, there's a lot of others actually that I've sprayed today as well. I came across the Nutrisardi perfumes that I've never smelt before after talking about them in my collection. I've been sampling all the Modern Muse by Estee Lauder, the Rouge, and the Nuit, is it? There's so many of those. I didn't realise. I really didn't know that there'd been about 4 new Modern Muses. I'm rambling now, but I've just had such an amazing afternoon. I wish you could have been there with me. I just feel rejuvenated. I feel so much better, and just having had that time, I had a coffee and just looked at all my testers, put them all out neatly on the table, had a look at them and got a few strange glances, but it was just the best afternoon ever. I wish you could have been there with me. Please do comment if you've tried any of the perfumes that I've mentioned. Tell me what you think of them. As I say, I can only probably get one, and that's going to be for my birthday. So it's definitely the Narciso Rodriguez one for me at the moment. But do let me know your thoughts, and thank you very much if you have watched, if you have liked, yeah, it's just great to have made another video. So I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead, and do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, sweet dreams everyone. Good night. Bye.